Hey, Cookie.
Yep.
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, did I tell you about Tony the Tiger and Captain Crunch?
No.
I didn't?
No.
Oh, they're in jail. You know why?
Why?
Apparently they're serial murderers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were going fishing.
We are. Should we get going?
Let's go.
Where are we going to be?
Down there.
All right. Hey, while we're having a little fun teaching you a little bit about bank tangling, stay tuned towards the tail end of this thing because Cookie hooks into a monster rainbow, biggest rainbow she's ever caught off the bank. It's a dandy and worth hanging around for. So today we're at Lost Creek Reservoir. Like I said, it's early summer, really high water levels. Record snowfalls have put most of the reservoirs in really good condition. But what that means is we've changed where we would normally fish this area, and we're way up. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. We're way up into an inlet. The boat ramp's way up there, and this is usually a creek and kind of a grassy, shallow area out through here, and it's flooded all the way back into there. What that means is a whole lot of new opportunities for the fish. They can be moved up into here. The chubs can come up here to spawn, and we're targeting chubs right now just for some catfish bait. Certainly the rainbows will come up into these shallows and feed as the brush and the grass starts to degrade and break down. A lot of the zooplankton starts to build and just new food chains develop. So, and of course the water temperature's warmer up here in the shallows, so a lot of those fish will move up into here and start to work this area. So we're going to give that a try today. We're targeting the area out there where you can kind of see the bubbles stop. There's a rift in the current right there where the old channel was. We're kind of targeting that with some Jake's lures. We've got some bait on the bottom and on a jig for the chubs, and as the evening kind of comes on, the fishing ought to pick up and should be fun. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
While we're waiting for them chubs to come find us in this shallower area over here, let me show you a couple of clips from when we picked up chubs here in the past. It's just generally a great location to pick up bait. And that's the way you do it. Chubs for nothing and your worms for free.
Can't even keep my pole in the water. The worm barely hits the water and boom.
I don't know if I'll get the little flying bubble going if you've got a little skill like that, but well, we're going to load up on a catfish bait today, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Sweet mother of pearl. That's catfish yum-yums.
There's seagulls flying around me. They want them. You got one, pirate? Cowboy?
I got me a tuna.
Whoever you are.
Got me some catfish nibbles.
Oh, I've got one too. Got him!
Catfish nibbles. Here, pass me the camera. All I'm doing right now is taking the pole from her, baiting it, handing it back while she casts, and then take the fish off, then get the pole, then switch, and then bait it. Switch? Yeah, I mean, shoot. Hey, hold that camera and film this so I can show. Hey, don't point it at the ground, point it up here at me. Look, I'm over here. Hey,
oh, I've got one.
Hey, I'm up here. I'm right here. Yes. This is where I'm at. Pay attention to me.
You got a fish?
I got a fish.
Well, you made me miss mine.
About bloody time. One of the challenges of fishing when there's really high water like this is there's only a set amount of fish in the reservoir, yet the surface area they've got to work and feed in is just that much bigger. And right now we're fishing this shallow area and they haven't really moved in here yet. I know the trout will move in here as evening comes on, but we're really trying to target the chubs to get some catfish and bait. So if we don't get any action from the chubs, we might move to a little bit deeper section and see if they're holding out in a little bit deeper water. That's one of the challenges of bank fishing is without a boat, you're limited in your access and you've got to either let the fish come to you or try and find a place to go to the fish. So that brings the question up for you guys. What do you guys do when there's really high water in your favorite fishing locations? Do you have any techniques or methods that you can share with the rest of us on how you try and target your favorite species when it's high water? I'd be really interested to know that. Leave some information down in the comments. We'll get a conversation going about it. Hey Cookie, what you hunting for? Maybe I can help you.
Looking for my power bait because I know there's places out here for rainbows. All I can find is double hook rattling catfish rigs.
Okay.
Somebody forgot the right tackle box.
Are you saying a certain somebody may have picked up the catfish tackle box and not the trout and chub and tackle box of my dear wife Cookie?
It would appear so.
Maybe there's new catfish in here. Who knows what they planted? So we did move. We've moved over to another area that's got some shallow submerged bushes here on the edge, but drops off a little faster out there. We'll see if maybe those chubs have moved in here. But we're going to also start rigging up for evening trout action. This reservoir's got cutthroats. It's got some really nice rainbows. It's also got splake and kokanee, but those are typically off in the deeper area and a little bit harder to target from the bank. But hey, while we're seeing if we can figure out where them chubs have moved to, we can get that old bait bucket filled up. Why don't I show you a clip from this exact same spot not too long ago when we were really catching some nice rainbows. Cookie's on one. Oh, look at her go. Just like that. She lays into him again and embarrasses me. Is this your mysterious splake?
I don't know what it's
I'm going to guess that's got a rainbow since you threw that nasty old power bait on.
Who threw the power bait
Hey, you got a double.
Oh my gosh.
And you got a third one following you in. Don't get tangled up in your other line. You did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're tangled up.
My line's out there.
Hold this.
I don't know what you've got out there. I'm not tangled up in my own line, but I've got two fish.
There you go. Hey, girl. That's the way you do it. Two rainbows. I'll see if I can get them on film. Cookie's got one. You gonna get him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good fight. That's gonna be a big old rainbow. I can tell just by the way that she's shaking her head. This spot's usually good for a few. But you know what I didn't bring?
So my jig lure is now on the bottom, I'm gonna get tangled.
Ah, you'll manage. Keep him out of them willers though. I don't feel like wading. Bring him over this way.
I'm trying.
Oh, that's a good fish. Get him out of them willows.
I'm trying.
Cookie, don't let that big old fish get in them willows. Holy cow.
My other line.
Huh?
Now he's in my line.
Just bring him this way.
I'm trying.
Look at that fish.
Yeah, he's tangled up in my other line. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hang on, let's see if we can hold this and put it on me. We'll see if we can get down to him. Look at the size of that rainbow. We're gonna keep him right there so we can release him. Well, I don't know, that's a heck of a picture though. Let's see, what do you got here?
Did he get off? Did he release himself? No. Holy cow. Woohoo!
I guess he's gonna be a smoker fish. Damn, if I can keep him. Hey, remind me next time, bring the dang.
Oh, he did break the
He
line.
did break the line. That's caught on a pugly perch bug and a worm.
That
Something
is
we tie ourselves.
huge.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dandy fish for the smoker. I'm gonna get you a picture with this one because you caught him.
Hey.
All right. Look at old Cookie. That's my girl. Catching them monster fish. That is by far the best rainbow we've ever caught out of this reservoir. And that is gonna be a smoker.
Okay, get a picture.
Get a picture, okay. Hey, you know, if you like this sort of content on bank tangling or interested in learning some more, why don't you grab your fishing pole and smack that old like button. That'll help people know that it's out there. If you're interested, maybe even subscribe, then you'll see what's up next. And speaking of what's up next, what I really am missing today is our castable sonar unit.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to have that with me right now and check that depth and that water temperature and to see what the structure looks like and see if there's any fish moving through so we can spot that chub school, but I left it behind. So why don't we make the next video on bank tangling about the really cool castable sonar units that are out there and how they're a real game changer to help even the odds with those out on the boats. We'll see you next time.